So we spent most of the day fishing and also kayaking. There's a lot of things to do in this area. We've done very little of what can be done. There's lots of trails. There's Red River Gorge geological area very close by that you can do a lot of hiking and exploring, but we just didn't have the time in this trip. And we're just kind of chilling at the campground here now. We had a little lunch of chicken salad. Tonight we're going to have buffalo burgers. So still got the grill set up. I did do my grill a little different. Cleaned it a little bit, just lightly cleaned, and then re-oiled it. Someone I saw on the Facebook group talked about putting wax paper on your grill, or parchment paper on there to keep the bugs and stuff. So I kind of used that just to kind of keep that relatively clean before we cook our buffalo burgers tonight. So we'll end up cooking on that tonight. We'll pack it up for the road home. What I would usually do is take this thing here, top, put it in a black plastic bag and give it a good cleaning and re-seasoning when I get home. Another thing is we did hook up the WeBoost. We had 0 signal when we got here, and we pretty much have 0 with the WeBoost, because you have to have some kind of signal or it just doesn't pick up. So we'll have to test that out another time. So just another thing for us to check out on another trip. Out the back of the campground. This is looking back at the campground. Ours probably about four or 5 sites that direction is where we're at. This is it's a nice little trail here. It goes back actually to a natural bridge back here if you go far enough. I'm not sure. I think tonight I won't be going that far. I'm just going to walk into it a little ways here, but well, we're sitting here inside our camper, taking it easy on our last night camping. A few things inside of here. We had to end up doing our towel rack different because it was just had a 3M sticky and it kept on falling down. So we ended up having to put screws on that base plate there behind it. And we did find over here, our dog leash there, we did find our bug light. That's actually a little bug light we use, and it works pretty good. It collected any of the little bugs that got in last night. Thing we're going to have to work on, and I think a lot of other people already brought it up, is you see that blue light there. That's telling us that we have our electric water heater on. We're going to have to work out something, because that shines right in your face when you have the FD model, when you're on the Murphy bed. So we're going to figure out something to cover those switches whenever you're using different ones. Doesn't look like a lot now, but at middle of the night that blue light just kind of pierces through you. And one thing, our shoe rack here, it's worked out pretty good. We did have to take and screw it into the wall because the Velcro didn't work. So we ended up putting 3 screws into that. So that's about it. It's been a real successful camp. I'm happy to say that our refrigerator is working really good. I've heard other people say they've had trouble with it. It does take a good half a day to get cold the first time, but we've used it on electric and gas, and everything's worked out really well with it. Okay, we just got back from our nice camping trip at Natural Bridge State Park in Kentucky. This is our second outing out with our new camper, and everything's working out pretty good. We're starting to figure out a lot of things and better ways to do things. As you can see, we got some bugs splattered on the front. This is the longest we've ever been out in one little outing. It was probably about a 3-hour drive one way. So one thing I do want to mention to anybody I talk to on Facebook or in one of these videos about the Ridgeline towing this, I overestimated how much my gas mileage was. I was averaging it in. I was thinking we were getting about 16 to 18 miles per gallon, but today on highway speeds, trying to get about 60 to 65 mile an hour, we barely get 12 miles per gallon. So it's a lot worse than I thought. Now if you get down to where you're doing 55, 60 mile an hour, then you get that to boost up maybe to 15 miles per gallon. So just wanted to clarify that, because I definitely got a better reading this time going a little further. So we did get to try out the shower. It worked out great. Love the new shower head we got. And one thing we did notice when we got to our camping spot is we added these levelers on the front and the side. The front is fine, but for the side actually is cracked. I don't know if you can see it, but it cracked and the fluid leaked out, so it didn't get the level. So we're gonna have to either order another one of those, try it out. Maybe it was just a freak rock that flew up and hit that. But either way, we're gonna try another one. If it does that again, we'll have to find out some other kind of setup for that. And maybe somebody can let me know in the comments if they've found a better way to level these without having to worry about that fluid leaking out. One other thing we have is we do have I bought these big blocks. They're huge blocks, but they did come in handy because our site was unlevel. So on the back we needed those when we were camping, and that's probably good to have a set of those. It kind of came in handy up front too, because this jack takes forever to go down, so sometimes you can use it to get up a little faster. All in all, we're getting pretty happy with what we're finding. We're finding easier ways to pack our groceries and things inside, but we had a great campsite, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So that's about all I got for this video. If you've got any comments about what we did on this trip or anything we've done to our camper so far, just leave it in the comments. Hope to see you on one of our other adventures in the future.